Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my world.
Sorry about that. Sam forgot to take his meds today, so he might be a little loud.
Not even. Well, today we have a gameplay on the bootlegged map called Bootleg. The class I'm using is the P90 and the secondary is the FMG9 Akimbo. The perks are Sleight of Hand Pro, Assassin Pro, Steady Aim Pro, and the kill streaks are Predator Missile, Reaper, AC-130. And the gameplay is not that bad. Quad feed! And don't criticize my Reaper skills because they weren't good when the game was recorded. It was back then.
Yep, so I think it's that time we continue our fictional stories. Today's episode is number 2, and it's called The Time We Almost Got Caught.
Yeah, it could or could not be true. It is up to how you take it in.
That's what she said.
Anyways.
Okay, Willis, this is how the story began. Sam and I decided to take a walk, and we had our book bags, and there happened to be some spray cans in there. So before we knew it, it was dark, and we didn't want to get caught and get in trouble by cops or our parents. So we decided to empty out the paint on some walls to make it more colorful. But we couldn't find the right wall to paint on. Well, on ground level, that is. So we decided to be athletic and climb up some stuff to get on the rooftop. As we were going up there, I was nervous because the rooftop was near and overlooking 2 big streets,
Which we cannot name for identity reasons.
so there was a big pole that I could hide behind, while Sam made the wall a little more colorful and with meaning. As he was finishing up his outline, I took a breath of cold air and started walking towards Sam. And when I was 10 feet away from the wall, Sam finished and he walked past me. I had my can out ready, and I stopped 2 feet in front of the wall, and I slowly began to do my tag. And then I heard some cars stop, so I turned to the left and saw Sam take his sweet time getting down. And I started to get a little more nervous, but I kept on with my outline. And Sam finally got down and started walking away. I started to finish my tag. Out of nowhere, all you hear is a random guy say, "Hey, puto!" in a furious voice. The second I heard that, I finished my tag and I literally jumped off instead of climbing down safely the 10-foot wall. I began to run towards Sam, and this is where my Mexican side kicked in. And I ran past Sam, and I didn't stop. All I said was run as I passed him. The guys were in a car, and I guess they didn't see Sam, so they began to chase me with the car. Sam, meanwhile, was hiding on the ground in the grass inside a parking lot. So I kept running down a side street thinking they wouldn't follow me, but I was so wrong. So I kept running for 5 minutes non-stop. I ended up in a bank parking lot, and there was no place to run but towards a wall of bush. So they unlocked their door, and that's when I stopped thinking about it, and I ran and jumped towards the wall of bush. And I got a few cuts, but it was worth it to get away. You would think they would stop following me, right? Nope. They turned the car around and began to drive towards where I was going. So there I ran towards some apartments where I could hide for a bit. I waited there for 10 minutes, and just as I was about to leave, I heard a car door open and slam. And that's when I realized they're not going to give up this easily. So then I found a place where I could crawl into, and I waited there for another 5 minutes. Then I was thinking to myself, who were these guys? Did they own the building? Did they know who owned the building? Or were they just some random guys trying to catch me? Then I was thinking to myself, if they caught me, they're not going to take me to the cops. No, they're going to beat me up. So I got this far. I'm not going to get caught now. So, after those 5 minutes were up, I knew I could not stay there for another minute. So I got up, walked slowly towards some side streets, and began to walk by some parked cars. So that is when I realized I cannot get caught, and I would not be able, and I decided to stop every time a car passed by so they wouldn't see me. I would walk for another 5 minutes, and I reached railroad tracks. They were blocked by a fence, and I began to run towards the fence, and I jumped it. So then I began to walk normally over the train tracks, so that's where I could get to a corner of a main intersection. And that's where I knew I got away. So that's when I called up Sab to make sure he was okay and to tell him where to meet up. And 10 minutes later, we met up at my house and started laughing about what just went down. So that was the story.
Yeah, man. That was a crazy day. If it was real. But I think you guys should watch the next video about this incident. Because the next video is going to be about my point of view. And what happened after we split up. Because we didn't follow each other the whole time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. It was a 25-3. Alright, thank you.